Hello, grade 9, and welcome to a new lesson with a new theme, natural disasters, and the lesson is going to be about tornadoes. Okay, first of all, what are natural disasters? A natural disaster is a natural event such as a flood, earthquake, hurricane that causes great damage or loss in property or in life. For example, it destroys buildings, it destroys roads, it destroys forests, or it could kill people. What you see here in front of you are the different major types of natural disasters. Tornado, sometimes called a twister because of its funnel shape and its strength. Floods, when water floods houses, it floods large areas. Wildfires, which are on the increase in Lebanon and different parts of the world. Earthquakes, where the earth shakes violently, causing a lot of destruction. Drought, dry land. Tsunami, which is the huge wave caused by an earthquake in the middle of the sea or the ocean. Landslides, where the land simply just slides, as the name suggests, and great damage occurs. Typhoons, which are tropical violent rainstorms. Okay, now let's move on to our lesson, the tornado mystery. Okay, this is a tornado and apparently a quite violent one. Read the selection below about the damage that tornadoes might cause and then answer the questions that follow. The tornado mystery. The myth of tornadoes continues to puzzle some researchers. Puzzle means surprise or confuse. Why do they form out of one severe thunderstorm but not out of another? On one day but not on the next? Why is one more powerful than the other? And most particularly, perhaps, why is one tornado 200 feet wide and another a mile or more in diameter? A tornado is a violent rotating column of air extending from a thunderstorm to the ground. The most violent tornadoes are capable of tremendous, meaning huge, destruction with wind speeds of up to 480 kilometers per hour. Sometimes when you are in a car with someone and they're really speeding, they're at 120 kilometers. Imagine you multiply that by 4. That speed by 4. This is what a tornado could be like. They can destroy large buildings, uproot trees, take them out of their roots, and hurl or just throw vehicles hundreds of meters away. Forces other than damaging winds are at work inside tornadoes. Sometimes as the twisting funnel passes over a house, the walls and ceiling burst apart as if a bomb had gone off inside. This is caused by the low air pressure at the center of the tornado. The pressure at the center of the tornado is usually 13 pounds per square inch, something you might know from physics. 13 pounds per square inch. This is the pressure inside the center of a tornado. However, inside the house, the air pressure is normal, about 15 pounds per square inch. The difference in those two pressures will cause damage. The difference in pounds per square meter inch between the inside and outside pressure may not seem much, but suppose a tornado funnel passes over a small building that measures 20 by 10 feet. On each square inch of this building, there is pressure from the inside that is not balanced by the air pressure outside the building. This unbalanced pressure, this difference in pressure between the center of the tornado and the given house adds up with more inches of the ceiling and the 4 walls and becomes higher and more dangerous. And this is why the houses, the ceilings and the windows burst, because of the difference in pressure. If windows are open in the building, some of the inside air will rush out through them. This will balance the pressure inside and outside the building. But if the windows are shut tightly, the enormous inside pressure may cause the building to burst, like explode. This is why when I remember during times of war, when there were so many bombs, etc., they would tell us keep the windows slightly open, because the pressure that the bomb makes or the explosion makes, if the windows are shut, they will burst. They will burst into splinters. But if they were a little bit open, the pressure between the inside and the outside will be burst and the windows will be safe. Unfortunately, heavy rain and hail often occur in thunderstorms that later produce tornadoes. So people frequently shut all windows to protect their property, obviously. This may cause far worse damage later. For the same reason, the door of an underground storm shelter must have an air opening. People in the United States, which is where most tornadoes occur, have underground shelters. A shelter is a safe place where you hide. Okay, if they don't have an air opening or a relief of pressure, and they would explode. Otherwise, the shelter door might be blown out when a tornado passes over it. Predicting tornadoes is so difficult. Predicting means telling when they will happen, telling the future. It's so difficult that many people up till now rely, okay, on natural warning signs such as sky color and thunder, but none alone or together guarantees a tornado is coming soon. Not even the best weather forecasting technology can determine more than a few minutes ahead of time whether or not a tornado will strike. This is the issue with several natural disasters, such as also earthquakes. How long can we predict an earthquake before it occurs? Like 1 minute, 30 seconds? How about the tsunami? The same. This is the issue with tornadoes, tsunamis, and earthquakes. We cannot predict them ahead of time, so that's why they cause huge damage and death. Let's move on to the questions. Based on paragraph 4, what is the difference in pounds per square inch between the air pressure inside the house and inside the tornado? They gave us the numbers, okay? The difference, the difference inside the tornado, the air pressure, okay, the difference, pressure may not seem much, but suppose, okay, take a look at this number. Inside the house, the air pressure is normal, about 15 pounds. Now, center of the tornado, it's about 13 pounds per square inch. Okay, so you're gonna have to subtract that to determine the difference. Of course, when we say difference, we mean subtraction. Okay, so the difference, you have to subtract 15 and 13. Now, according to paragraph 5, what relieves the pressure on a building during a tornado? If windows are open, let's read, this is paragraph 5. If windows are open in the building, some of the air inside will rush out. This will balance the pressure. So, the answers, the difference between both pressures is 2 pounds. Why? Because we subtracted 15 minus 13, which is 2 pounds per square inch. Please complete answer. Okay, if you want to show your work, you write 15 pounds per square meter per square inch minus 13 pounds per square inch, which is equal to 2 pounds per square inch, and then you write the sentence. Now, opening the windows relieves the pressure, makes it less, because the air that goes out will make a balance between the inside and outside pressure. What makes the writer believe it is not easy to tell when a tornado occurs? The writer believes that it is not easy to tell when a tornado occurs because people still use natural signs to expect it, and weather forecasting can predict it only the last few minutes. Now, refer to the selection and select the correct choice that completes the following sentence. If you get such an answer on the official exam, you write this: tornadoes can destroy buildings because the, and you complete, you choose one of those answers and then you put a full stop. Tornadoes can destroy buildings because the force of a tornado increases the air pressure in a building? No. Weight of a tornado can crush a building's roof when it passes overhead? No, because the air pressure inside a tornado is less than the air pressure inside a building. Okay, This is the answer. Of course, on an exam, on the official exam or on our exams at school, you have to copy the answer onto your sheet, onto your answer sheet. Now, based on the selection, what does each of the following underlined pronouns refer to? This is how we answer questions with pronouns. You say, they in paragraph 2 refers to the most violent tornadoes. Complete sentence, okay? Full stop. This in paragraph 3 refers to the burst of walls and the ceiling. This in paragraph 6 refers to shutting the windows. It in paragraph 6 refers to the shelter door. Complete sentence. You don't just write they equals to violent tornadoes. This is not how it's supposed to be written because this is an English exam. Now tables, remember tables? We have to analyze this one. The table below shows the yearly number of tornadoes per month in the USA and Canada. So this is the topic of the table, and this is what will constitute our topic sentence. Remember, when we analyze tables or charts, it's made of 3 parts. Topic sentence, which we take from the topic here. Analysis, where we use the numbers offered here or written in the chart. And finally, what we conclude. Here, take a look at the table. The yearly number of tornadoes per month in USA and Canada. Month, January, February, March. Country, USA and Canada. In January in the USA, 35. In February in the USA, 39. In March in the USA, 56. So what's happening here? It's increasing across the months. When you analyze charts, okay, you have to look horizontally. Just as you learned in biology, you look horizontally and then you look vertically like that. So in the USA, across the months, what's happening? It's increasing. Now let's compare the USA to Canada. First of all, in Canada, January also, February and March, what's also happening? Increasing, just the same. But take a look. Now let's analyze vertically like that. 35 and 4, 39 and 6, 56 and 9. So the similarity, how are USA and Canada similar and different in the occurrence of tornadoes? How are they similar? In both USA and Canada, the number of tornadoes per month is increasing. Both USA and Canada. Full stop. However, you have to write that. However, comma, in the USA, across all months, the number of tornadoes was more than that in the USA. Full stop. So you have to write the word both, okay, in both USA. Why do you have to write both? Because you're writing the similarity. In both Canada and USA, the number of tornadoes are increasing per month. Now you want to write the differences, you write however or but. It needs to be a contrast word, a different word. Okay, let me show you the answer. First of all, the topic sentence, the table below shows the yearly number of tornadoes per month in USA and Canada. Now, in both USA and Canada, the number of tornadoes increases over 3 months. In USA, you have to write the numbers. Tornadoes increase from 35 in January to 56 in March, and in Canada from 4 in January to 9 in March. Both countries have the highest number in March and the lowest in January. However, so here, both similarities, however, differences. However, the total number of tornadoes that occur in USA is higher than that in Canada in all 3 months. So we wrote about the similarities and we wrote about the differences. Let's move on to vocab using contextual clues. Of course, those words are in the text in the given paragraphs. Okay, I know some of you don't even have to refer to the text because you already know those words, but it's a good idea to go back to the text and see what it really means. because words might mean different things in different contexts, and that's why we use contextual clues. In some regions, when strong lightning, that light that comes before the thunder, one neighborhood, it would start a fire and destroy the whole area. What does lightning do? Lightning strikes, hits, okay? We had to home from the party when, home, when the babysitter phoned to say that our daughter was sick. We had to rush, go back quickly. 3, with the continuous drop in temperature, the water pipes are expected to, in very cold countries, when it's very, very cold and freezing, the water pipes burst, explode from the ice. 4, he always tries to on his wife to support him when things get tough at work. Tries to on his wife to rely. Rely also means depend. Okay, so those are the answers. We'll continue with this during Zoom session. Of course, we'll explain this in detail. For any questions you might have, please write them down and ask me during Zoom Live. Until then, see you. Bye.